Shalom, shalom. I'm gonna start by giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Makakwadash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to you, sincere brothers out there of the house of David. And we are addicted to this word. That's the mindset you have to be in, addicted to this word. And we say that truly because you got to be in the spirit of the Lord, man. And in order for you to be addicted to this word, constantly be in the scriptures, constantly praying, constantly crying out to the Lord, or you got to have the spirit upon you. And like I made that one video yesterday, the Lord, his spirit is seeking out her mates, the ones that are worthy to abide with her, because not everybody's worthy to abide with the spirit of the Lord. Alright? But there's a certain mind frame that you got to be in this truth. See, it's all about growth. Alright? It's all about growth in the spirit. You got to come up on the level, man. The times that we're coming in, the perilous times, we see prophecy happening, everything's happening all around us. Now, you may be in that lukewarm spirit, not wanting to do anything, but that doesn't mean that the prophecy is not going to happen. Okay? We're in a war zone, the spiritual war, and we have to be in that spirit of addicting ourselves to this word, constantly being in the scriptures, man. And that's going to help us grow. Okay? Because the spirit of Babylon is overwhelming. Now we see the effects that Babylon has on 2/3 of our people. And they have been completely, they're through, man. They're completely through. But us, in order for us to maintain that mentality that we first had when we came in this truth, that can maintain that zeal, maintain the spirit of the Lord, okay, discipline ourselves, that means addicting ourselves to the word. Now, the first precept that I'm going to get is, let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 16 and verse 15. And it says, I beseech you, brethren, you know the house of Stephanus, that it is the first fruits of Achaia, and that they have addicted themselves to the ministry of the saints. Okay, and when you look back, alright, there was only a few churches back then that Paul wrote his epistles to that were really in the word. Alright, other churches were going off. Alright, other churches were teaching false doctrines, like you see these different guys. Now, there are going to be two type of guys in this truth. Well, you're going to have the false prophets. Okay, you're going to have the wise servants and the foolish servants, man. The wise versions and the foolish versions. So those that have kept the lamps burning, alright, to be presented before Yahweh at the great day of his appearance, alright, without any blemish, without any guile. And there's going to have those that, they forsook the word. They really didn't care about Yahweh, man. But they put on the act like they did. And the Lord is scoping all that out, because you can never be hid from the Lord's eyes. Alright, so guys are going to hell, and guys, they're going to different stuff, and they're allowing their life to overcome the scriptures. They're not balancing their life around the scriptures. Okay, they're too worried about their financial issues, too worried about their damn woman, too worried about the life's circumstances, man. But the scriptures say, Matthew 6 and 33, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and its righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Now the Lord said, are you not more better than these different nations? Are you not more better than a dove? Which, when you look at these different creatures, the Lord is able to feed them. The Lord is able to take care of these creatures, man. The Lord only said, seek ye the kingdom of heaven first. And how do you do that? By pushing out the vibration of Yahweh Shin outside, pushing out this truth, man. Not holding your sword back from blood, pushing out the 100% truth. And that's going to cause man to hate you. You see what I mean? Because you're in the spirit of the Lord, and you're pushing out the truth. You're not holding anything back, man. Some men want to hold back some of the truth. They want to be politically correct to these different Israelites, which, when you think about it, 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die. A lot of our people are going to die, okay? Because they rather go to the prophets and have itching ears than rather seek the real prophets of the Lord ordained from the foundations of the earth. Go ahead, brother.
This is James 1 and 12. James chapter 1 verse 12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Right, so you got to endure temptation. Now the Lord, you may be going through hell in your life, certain situations where the Lord puts you on, but that's only to try your faith. Now, in that time period where you may be going through that trial, the angels are there, okay, on your right hand, and they're looking at you. They're looking at your every action. They're looking at your thoughts. Now, we have a perfect example of Job, who held his integrity. Okay, he didn't fall back to the ways and the mentality of his wife, which his wife said, curse the Most High and die. But Job held his integrity. So Job is the forerunner on how we have to be in this truth, man. Okay, in this walk of ours, holding our integrity. All right, seeking the kingdom of heaven first. The Lord said He's not unrighteous to forget our labor of love. Okay, and where we do preach to the saints. Okay, because we're trying to save the elect out of this place, man. There's gonna be elect. Some of the elect that are going to raise up in the last days. They're going to raise up to who they are. They're going to raise up to the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And this is what we're preaching, pursuant to Revelations 11. So, you know, keeping that same mentality that you had when you first came in, man. And how do you do that? By sticking in the scriptures, seeking the kingdom of the Most High first. All right? You got more on that, brother? Come, brother, come. I'm reading down in Matthew 6 and verse 34. It says, take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So take no thought for tomorrow, man. The scriptures say, give us this day our daily bread. All right, give us not riches nor poverty. All right, because the Lord will withheld certain things from you so that He can stay humble. So the Lord basically is keeping you from getting proud, man. That's why you won't have certain things in your life. That's why the Lord will basically humble your ass down. Because if you see a lot of guys getting prideful and the spurs being taken off certain guys are falling out the truth left and right. We're in a time of judgment. The Lord's not playing around. Alright? So for those that are really in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He's going to keep them in that certain mentality. He's going to keep them with their backs against the wall so that they can only trust in Him. Alright? Their mentality is to only trust in the Lord, because man's not going to save us. The riches that we have in this life is only temporal, man. That's not going to save us. All right, go ahead.
This is 1 Peter 1:7. It says that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perishes, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Right, so our trial of faith is as gold counted in the fire. All right, and when we are judged, we are chastened by the Lord so that we don't get judged when the whole world is judged. Okay, because right now what we're going through is our faith being tried in the fire. Now the Lord is purging out our infirmities, getting us perfect unto every single day that goes on. We're getting more perfect and perfect unto the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, you don't want to have no gall in your heart. You don't want to have no deceit in your heart, which men are going to have that, but every scripture got to be fulfilled. All right, to the Lord.
Yeah, but let me say this too, because when you say that, you're gonna have, you're gonna be tried through the fire. You're gonna feel like, you're gonna feel like the world's against you sometime, and your faith is tried. You're gonna feel, certain things with this truth. This truth brings a lot of things, but don't be sunk in a sunken place where you're not able to effectively do the work of the Lord.
That's it.
Once you get down to that state, then it's pretty much the Lord is taking that spirit from you. And you remember what happened to Saul? The spirit of Saul, the righteous spirit went out of him, and that wicked spirit went in him. And when only thing he could think about was killing King David. So you can't get in that mind frame. I mean, this truth is going to be bitter. So we're going to feel bitter. You're going to feel it. And trust me, I understand that. But you can't go down into that place to where you're stuck in a goddamn ditch and you can't dig yourself up out of there. Because, you can spiritually dig yourself in a fucking hole where you really can't climb out of it. Ain't shit you can do. So to keep from that, you have to have a balanced life. Not too much time in the scriptures, not too less time in the scriptures. And that's what it is. Men, a lot of the time, when you examine and you think about things, it's men that don't have their life balanced with the scriptures. They spend too much time in the world with their women or with their kids. Or when they do focus on the scriptures, they're not really focused in it. Their mind is not locked into the scriptures. So, this is a trial of our faith right now, which, the true men of the Lord are being tempted all the time, because it's a purging process that's happening right now. It's actually happening. Go ahead, brother.
Right. And the Lord said he knows how to make a way for you to escape. Now, during that trying period, the Lord is trying to see what you're going to do in that time. All right? So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 5. If it's for gold, it's tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest you fall. And don't go aside, man. These scriptures are supposed to be your comfort. Take comfort in the scriptures, man. The times that we're coming in, the scriptures is going to be the stability of our times, okay? No, you shouldn't be getting comfort from this world, man, because this world, the type of comfort that it gives, it's an illusion.
Well, Paul said, use the world, don't abuse it. Don't abuse the world to where you're spending too much time in the world and not enough time in the scriptures. I got this real quick. Isaiah 13 and 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir. So we're being tried through the fiery furnace of affliction to try our hearts and minds to see if we're that gold to come out on the other side for the Lord. And you have, through the Spirit, you have a lot of guys that's getting tried through the fire, and they being found out to be that perishable, what do you call it? The wood, the hay, the stubble. You see, you want to be tried to be that gold, the fire the fire of afflictions. And then we read these scriptures. I got my Bible today, but we read these scriptures. Yeah. We read these scriptures, and we'll read them and all. Yeah, it sounds good. But when the trials and the tribulation that comes on you, then you forget about the scriptures.
Right. How do you act when you're actually put through these trials and tribulations? See, it's one thing to say, yes, I believe in the scripture, and I believe in this. And you can read a story about Job, read a story about our forefathers and what they went through. But when you're actually put in that situation, then that's when the Lord knows whether you're that gold or when you're that stubble. Go ahead.
God, I got this 1 Peter 4 and 12. It just says, matter of fact, let me start at 11. Damn, man. You know what, man? Then let me just start at 10, brother, because it's looking pretty good right here.
A lot of meat.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. All right, first, I'm going to go through it quick. 1 Peter 4 and 10. It says, as every man have received the gift, even so to minister the same one to another as good stewards of the manifold grace of the Most High. So, if I could say a little bit about, it says, if every man received the gift, even so minister the same one to another. So that's about doing these lessons and being a brother as best way as possible. So you have the gift, you have to use the gift. The Lord gave you the money, you gotta go spend it. Not give you the money and then go fucking hold it. No, the scriptures say, minister the same one to another as good stewards of the manifold grace and the Most High. It says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. And if any man minister, let him do it as the ability which the Most High giveth.
Right, so everything that you say has got to be out of the scriptures, be backed up by the scriptures. And you're going to have brothers out here that are really trying to get the secrets, man. Brothers that are really seeking answers. You're going to have newly awakened Israelites that are of the elect that are out there. So how do we show our charity? By teaching these brothers, man. And brothers are going to hell, so they have to be comforted. The Lord told Simon Peter 3 times, man, if you love me, feed my sheep. That's the ultimate thing that you can do. It's not about money. It's not about none of that, man. It's about teaching our people the right ways to walk, leading our people back to life, and that's the legacy that we're holding. See, we're in the perfect spot in our life right now to be able to teach. And you got to see the benefits of this, man. You got to see the seriousness of this, all right? Because we're bringing souls back to life, all right? Which, when you look at it, this whole world, about 95% of it is in darkness. So those that are in this truth, that are sincere, they're that precious number that the Lord has in his bosom, that he's holding dear to, and he's going to keep them on that straight and narrow path for them to be successful and to achieve their mission. Go ahead.
I'm going to go read a little bit of this real quick. Daniel 12 and 9, it says, and he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end. Verse 10, many shall be purified and made white and tried. Those are the men that, you know, the elect is going to be found worthy. They're going to be purified. They're going to be tried. So don't think of it as a strength. Let's go back to 1 Peter 4 and let's read 11 again. Well, let me go back. 1 Peter 4 and 11, it says that the Most High in all things be glorified in Yahushua Mashiach, to whom be praise and the dominion forever and ever. Amen. Now verse 12, beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, though some strange thing happen unto you, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers in Yahushua's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, it says, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Right. So the scriptures say, thinking not strange. No, the Lord's not doing it to destroy you, man. So ultimately, if you're of the elect, the Lord wants you to come up on another level. You may be bearing of something in your spirit that the Lord wants you to come up upon a level. Now, just when you're preaching this gospel, right? You're telling our people, you know, to do this and do that. Well, you have the power in your hands. Okay, so when these things actually come upon you, you know, you can't just, you know, out of nowhere 360 turn into a demon. But here it is that you're preaching the gospel, so you're supposed to live what you're preaching, man. Apply these things to your heart, because you are going to be tried. Because we're holding the greatest knowledge in the world, so the Lord's going to keep us balanced, and He's going to keep us in that spirit of meekness and humbleness. All right, so that He could, when we actually get the kingdom, we know what it is to go through hell, to go through all these different things. All right, to know what wickedness is.
God, let me finish reading this. Now going back to day 11 and Daniel 12 and 10, it says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And so, if I could say something on that, the wicked is Esau and these other nations. We also have 2/3 of our people, and you know, the 2/3 of our people, you have some 2/3 in the truth, which ultimately they're not going to understand the gravity of this truth too. But the righteous are going to be tried. And you know, one thing that separates men that's really serious about this thing and that's not serious about it, the urgency and the effort that you put out there. You know, so I mean, you know, ultimately it's not about doing videos every day, which anyway, that shows your faith. But ultimately you're not going to be saved off of works, but you got to be saved. You got to show some faith. You got to show what you really believe in. So that's what this thing is about. I mean, you got to cling to this truth as it's the only woman that you have. And so one way by you showing your faith, and the Lord said feed his sheep. That's what the Lord said. So that's how you show your faith, by feeding the Lord's sheep. And in turn, you reap unto the Spirit, and then you're going to sow spiritual things. So it's a good thing to do lessons. But it's always, you know, it's a predestined and it's a chosen, you know, that was meant to be saved at the end of the day. But there's no fucking hold on. Let me read this. Let me read this real quick. Because the thing is, when you go to the book of James real quick, hold up. Go ahead, bro. I'll say something.
Calm, brother. Well, like the brother was going into teaching this word. Well, the elect, they're the ones that follow the Lamb wheresoever you go. They had that new song. So the scripture say, come boldly before the throne and put yourself in the mindset of the elect. Okay, so what are the elect going to be doing these days? Are they going to be selling on their talents, or are they going to be preaching this truth? Think about it. Go ahead, Ak.
God. So let me find this scripture real quick. It's going to be because when you go to James, the scriptures say that the Lord chose men that was actually rich in faith. Hold on, this right here, brother. Go ahead, say something real quick.
God. Yeah, rich in faith, man. And that's a gift that not everybody has. That's a gift that not everybody. Well, everybody wants that. You know what I'm saying? Our people, 2/3 of our people, they're sold out of Esau, and they're seeking comfort, but they can't get that because everything that they have is based off of temporal gains. You know what I'm saying? They're eating the crumbs off of Esau or Edom. You know, but they have their ass they have their head stuck up Esau's ass so far, you know what I'm saying, that they can't seem to find a way out. And even those that call themselves Israelites, like Kendrick Lamar, but what the hell is Kendrick Lamar, man? He's been missing, he's been out of the scene for how long now? See? So the ones that are poor in this life, that are looked down upon, they're rich in faith, and that's the ultimate treasure. That's what everybody's really seeking deep down in the spirit, but they can't get it. But the elect have found it, and the rest are blinded. Go ahead,
let me this is
no, you good, brother.
Let me get this James 2:1. It says, "My brethren, have not the faith of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach of the glory with respect to person." It says, "For if there come unto you Salakia." Like, that's not what I wanted.
Get James 2:5. 2:5. I think that's the scripture you're looking for, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Shit, it was right here. What a shit. James 2:5 says, "Hearken, beloved brethren, have not the Most High chose the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him."
That really must explain itself. The Lord has chosen the rich, the poor of this world, rich in faith. You see? So you got to seek the kingdom of the Most High first. And all jokes aside, and all, we can talk all day, but in this time that we're in now, if you're not doing this work, if you're not seeking the Most High, then what are you doing, man? You're ultimately waiting to be destroyed, because the Lord has that weak spirit upon you. You see, you can't help it. You can't will yourself to be a man of the Most High. So if you don't got it, well, you don't got it, man. Don't beat yourself up. Just wait to taste that missile. But if you have the spirit that's willing to go out there and teach, willing to do lessons, now we know that not everybody's gonna do lessons. Not everybody's gonna be a prophet. Not everybody's gonna be a teacher. All right, so on and so forth. But you gotta help further this ministry, however way you can. It's all about effort, and that's what Jake does not want to do. Jake wants that microwavable Christianity type of doctrine where you just sit on your ass and they expect the Lord to be dealing with you. It doesn't work like that. You see? So seek the kingdom of heaven first, and all these things shall be added onto you.
Edomites, man. You Edomites are a bunch of goddamn demons, man. You just throw the whole fucking spirit on this damn Edomite over here. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, James 2:5, it said, "The Lord chose the poor of this world, rich in faith." So let's just say, look at it on the carnal side. If you were rich on the carnal side, you would have something to show for that. You would have a big house, or you would have cars, or you would be financially set or some shit like that. You would have stocks or whatever. Now let's just say you're rich in faith now. Well, a lot of guys say they have faith. So how are you going to show you have that faith? You got to show it. You got to show and prove.
If you have talent, right? Let's say you're on a basketball team, well, and you're boasting in shit. You're saying you're the best player. Well, how do you show that? By the moves that you make. See, so if you're saying you have faith, you got to show it.
Right. That's it. So, it's not about just throwing a garment on and shit, and then just calling a white man the devil, or just getting with brothers every weekend, eating the fucking 30-piece chicken wing with the extra motherfucking mild sauce and shit like that. It ain't about all that, man. I mean, that comes after the work is done. But yeah, seek the kingdom of heaven first. But at the end of the day, man, don't let this world weigh you down where you're not able to believe in the Lord and do his work and do his will. Get out of that fucking rut and find a way to do the Lord's will. For you brothers that's fighting out there, continue to fight. Don't get in that spirit. That shit, the spirit of this world will drag you down in that same fucking spirit. Don't let that spirit drag you down. Because we see a lot of guys right now all over Babylon. And, you got top dudes out there all over, man. And they just lukewarm. And, A lot of them think it ain't nothing wrong with it. They think like everything's all right or something. But the Most High sees everything. Like I say, Jake has to try to hide behind a wall, think the Most High ain't gonna see through that wall. The Most High really, he sees all that. But the thing I'm getting at is, don't let the furnace and the fire of affliction and the hell that you go through make you cease from doing the work. Don't let this world put your fire out. Don't let this world take your flame. Because when this world takes your flame, then your crown is going to be taken. Because you know what the Lord said, don't let nobody take your crown. You can't let this world overcome you. You got to overcome the world. That's what the Lord said. The Lord said, I overcome this world. So basically, it's just all about faith, man. And, it's ways to build faith. Basic ways to build faith. Like the scripture tells you in Romans, faith coming by hearing. But you got to hear the right things. But with that, if you got something else for us. Yeah, with that, man, don't let this fiery furnace of afflictions, take your fire, take your flame. Stay in tune to the spirit, man. And if guys is lukewarm out there, I extend you to stay away from them, because that spirit gonna just rub off on you. For myself, man, I watch a few brothers in the apostles, man. I don't watch every fucking body no more. I watch brothers that's hot out there, or that's really giving the effort, and you could tell when brothers is really giving the effort, man. Other than that, man, that's my take on things right now, man. Stay in the spirit. I'm staying with brothers that's in the spirit, that's working, that's giving an effort. It's all about effort now. We love doing videos. That's our thing. You might not be a video guy, but what type of effort are you putting out there?
Right, so you're supposed to be seeking for this.
Well, hold on. You can at least do 3 videos. Hey, some brothers don't even do 9 video. They do 1 video. They like, fuck it. And all this shit going on. And if I can say, the apostles say, hey, do 3 videos. Like the brother say, you should be in the mind frame to meet that and do more videos, man. Jake just don't give a fuck, though. But at the end of the day, man, you got to build your faith, man. For you brothers out there, keep your faith. Keep going to the spiritual gym, man. Lifting those spiritual weights, man. Keeping yourself active in the truth, man. That way you won't run into that rut like that. And the Lord take the spirit off you. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, but right there, though, with that, man, Lord willing, we hope it was edifying, man. Non-stop. Like my man say, man. And doing branch non-stop until you drop.
Frank keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, I know, right?
She's going, buddy.
I know. Hey, with that, man, hey, you brothers, that's the brother you call out there, man. But with that, man, you brothers keep enduring, and it'll be on to the next one. Hey, shalom.